Hi, and welcome to Our Small Table. Today we're making various flavors of Oreo cookie butter. Here's our finished dish. Let's see how we got here. We're taking a little break from our allergy-free series, but we'll come back to it. If you've ever had cookie butter, usually it's speculoos cookie butter, we're doing an Oreo version of that. I am a quilter, and I often joke that quilting is about cutting up fabric into pieces and then putting that fabric back together again. And that's kind of what we're going to do, is we're going to take cookies apart and put them together in another form. So we've got our milk, butter, sugar, and cocoa powder, pardon me. This is unsweetened Dutch process cocoa powder. It's the only thing that I use the expensive cocoa powder for. And if you can't get that in your local markets, I can't. I got mine online. It's not really expensive, but it is more expensive than standard cocoa. I'm just going to get this combined. When the butter is completely melted and the sugar is dissolved, then we will take it off of the burner and allow it to cool. And I'm going to rearrange our setup here for the next step, and I will be right back. Our next step can be done in a food processor or a blender. I'm using a blender because my food processor won't allow me to add ingredients while the machine is running, and my blender will. So we're just going to process our cookies, regular sandwich cookies. I like to break them up a little bit before I add them, and I do it in batches. I found that that works better. And then just grind them down to crumbs. I'm not going to do it all on camera because it's obviously very loud. We'll return when that's completed. All of our cookies are now down to crumbs. This is a little bit difficult to see because it's a very tall blender, unfortunately. This is why I'm using this particular spatula. This spatula can hit the blades and it won't be a problem. So I've got our cocoa, milk, butter, sugar mixture, and with the machine running, I'm just going to add that, I'm going to have to bring it a little bit closer, to our crumbs. I'm sorry for how loud that is. That's not completed, but we'll get a little look at it here. You can see it's starting to liquefy, and you're just going to keep processing it until all the crumbs have been incorporated. And what you end up with is this beautiful liquid chocolate cookie butter, which is marvelous over pound cake, waffles, even bagels. You can warm it and put it over ice cream, especially cookies and cream ice cream. Really anything that you use Nutella or speculoos cookie butter for, you can use this for. And then there's a couple of more things here that we can do, and I'll be right back. The Oreo company now, of course, makes many flavors of Oreo. So you can do this with mint and make mint chocolate cookie butter. You can do peanut butter chocolate cookie butter. Whatever Oreo flavors you enjoy, you can turn them into cookie butter. Some of them won't have a strong enough flavor to make it worth your while, but you can always experiment with it. So that's additional options that you have. And I mentioned all the things you can do just for eating the cookie butter. I find a spoon to be the best because it's delicious, but there's also ways you can use it as an ingredient for baking, which is what we're going to do in the next video. So we'll be back for that. And that's all there is to it. Make sure that you label them because, as you can see, once they've been made, the various flavors look exactly the same. This one, the birthday cake, is a very light flavor, so don't expect too much from it, but feel free to experiment with the other Oreo flavors. Thanks for joining me today at Our Small Table. The recipe we've used is linked in the video description and is available at oursmalltable.com. Next time, we're going to make these back into cookies and also some cupcakes with a very easy 3-ingredient recipe. Click subscribe so you don't miss out.